Hey everybody, welcome to the flash reading for December 2020. Now I am going to be going through all of the zodiac signs super quickly for this quick reading and just see what's coming up as a sort of a little theme for you for 2020. If you would like to get the longer readings, I do those on Patreon, so the links will all be down below. And don't forget your own 2021 forecast. So everything's going to be below. But here we go. I'm just going to get into this really quickly. Starting off with Aquarius, I'm using the Tarot Nefertari deck. Aquarius, let's go. Okay, the card for you, Aquarius, whether you are sun, moon, or rising sign here. This is the Nine of Swords, I believe. Okay, so the Nine of Swords energy here. So for December, it's going to be really important for you to try your best not to worry about anything or get yourself caught up in that emotional energy. The Nine of Swords is sometimes a lot of sadness and grief that comes to the surface. And in this space for Aquarius, I really believe that you have gone through a lot of this energy already. So in December, you're just being reminded not to allow yourself to get caught up in that kind of energy again, right? Remember that there's always something to look forward to. There's always something that we can focus our energy on that will help lift us. Don't let anybody else also get you into this mindset. So this is a warning for Aquarius. Just stay away from drama. Stay away from living in your head. Stay away from blaming yourself or feeling to blame for everything and everybody else's stuff as well. And stay strong as you move forward, because December going into next year, from what I've seen already, much better energy. Okay, so that was for Aquarius. Gemini. And you have the energy of the Four of Pentacles. Okay, so the Four of Pentacles is making sure that you're honoring yourself and staying in your own integrity. Not being frivolous with things or overspending, but at the same time, not allowing yourself to get caught up with lack energy and feeling worrisome about, oh, I need to hang on to this just in case. Okay, don't fall into that just in case mindset. But instead open up to the abundance of the universe that is around you and doing its best to try to support you. Okay, and a lot of times people are really so much into their own energy that they forget that the support of the angels, of course, and the universe are right there waiting for you to give permission for this to come about. So for Gemini, okay, don't get in a worrisome mindset or let yourself become consumed with money, but instead give yourself positive affirmations. This is going to be easy. I'm supported by the universe. I'm abundant in every way. This kind of thing is going to help to cancel out any negative talk. But look forward, because there are going to be a lot of changes come this month, and things that are going to bring a lot of relief as well. Now moving on to Libra for December 2020. Okay, we have the Knave of Pentacles, which is like the Knight of Pentacles. So for you, this is for Libra, this is when you finally will see in December the things that you've put into motion financially, or the good effort that you've made to connect with your finances on a different level, the energy of your own abilities, your own thought, your own ways of doing things, everything that you've been putting into practice. I can see for Libra that it finally starts to get somewhere. Now, you have to remember your own creative skill. You have a lot of creative skill that goes left unattended, because sometimes for Libra, It's about, wondering if everybody else also appreciates it. But you're learning from this, and you're just going to go ahead and do what you're going to do anyway, which is fantastic. And some news is coming in December very soon here, that will again bring relief and bring you into a place where you have a deeper understanding of why everything has had to be exactly how it is. For some of you, this is a person coming to see you, or a connection with someone who's in the family. That is a positive connection as well. Fantastic. Libra. Moving on to Capricorn. And don't forget, you can get your own deeper reading as well. And Capricorn has the Two of Wands. Interesting, because Capricorn is one of the most determined and, I guess determined is the determined individual, right? To get things done, to finish things, but usually determined to do it by themselves. In this case, it looks like in December, someone's coming to offer you help and assistance. So, if it's not exactly what you wanted, don't knock the help that's coming forward, right? So if you've been putting out your energy towards having someone come and help you for something, or that the universe is helping you with something, or the angels or whatever, someone's turning up to do just that, or offer some advice or some constructive, creative ideas for you as well. There's something that's coming. Maybe this is coming from a forum or a blog post, or something on the internet somewhere. And finally, this help arrives for you. It's a creative partnership here. Can also be a new partnership, relationship-wise, but more than likely, this is a business arrangement, and it's very positive. So for Capricorn, make sure that you're allowing that positive light to shine and allowing people to help you. So in the next couple of weeks, this will also be something that maybe from the past a little bit, someone from the past, perhaps for some of you, but it's a partnership to help you to get to the next levels. All right, so don't be too proud that you don't take that help and advice as it comes forward. Okay, moving on to Taurus. All right, Taurus, what have you got? And you have the Six of Pentacles, or deniers, as it says in some, or denari, as it says in some languages, etc. on these cards. So the Six of Coins, again, this is also about your celebration, celebrating maybe that there's some kind of raise, or someone is helpful or is offering their help with regards to your finances, or something kind of breakthrough for you, Taurus, that allows you to be able to relax, okay? It allows you to be able to just have that in the back of your mind, that option is available if you want it. Sometimes just having the option available, is all that it takes to just relieve those burdens and relieve that worry on your mind. So the money that you need is going to be there. The help and assistance that you need is also going to be there. And you also need to know that your kindness is appreciated, that your work ethic is really, really top notch, that people can see your effort, what you're trying to do, and, you're going to be rewarded for this. There may be some kind of bonus or something that's coming in December, but whatever it is for you, you are deserving of it. Okay, so very, very abundant for you, Taurus. And they're like about time, isn't it? Okay, Virgo. Okay, so the energy comes in with the Five of Swords, or Epis, and the energy here is making sure you're cutting through the crap. All right, this is for Virgo. All right, there's no more. You see, the energy of the Five of Swords is that there is some kind of energy around you where there's kind of like, what's the word? it's like picking at you or annoying you or troubling you or frustrating you, or people are just at you or whatever it is, Virgo. And it's just like, gosh, leave me alone, that kind of energy. In December, you're going to place yourself in a better position to strongly apply boundaries that you've actually needed to do, right? So it's not everybody's fault, but it's just getting to a point that you're just like, enough is enough, and you have to be in this energy as well. You are really encouraged not to get into any kind of entanglement with anybody else, or answer anybody else, or get involved in arguments or anything of the kind in December. It's more, you don't have to explain yourself and you don't have to justify your actions, but if people are crossing the line with you, that they're just cut off, right? It's just the end of the story. And then they'll have to go back and look like, oh, wow, what's happened? Oh, okay, well, I guess I was doing this or this or this. So that's what's happened. You know, it's about your own personal strength. And also for Virgo, instead of always being so nice and easygoing and down to earth and putting yourself last, that you actually cut through all of that. And you actually have to, if you're pushing forward in your spirituality and your life, and you're seeing yourself as equally as important as anybody else, not last anymore. And that energy needs to stay with you throughout December. And I'm pretty confident that you will have confidence as you're going through. I'm actually doing a webinar for free here on YouTube, just a shorter one on confidence building and your own business. So maybe that's something to look out for. Okay, Virgo, very good. Aries. Oh, great, Anubis. I love Anubis. Okay, the energy of Anubis is extremely healing. And he is the lord of the underworld. And he was actually helped prepare the first mummy. You know, so he has very, very capable healing abilities here. So this is actually representing the death card for you, Aries. So something in your life obviously needed to transition. In December, you're going to see, and we just had this big full moon yesterday, that was a climatic point, and it was a concluding point in a lot of people's lives. A lot of doors shut and were closed. Okay, but here, because of this, there's now the work can be done. Now the healing can unfold. And for some of you, like it sort of depicts in the card here, there are a couple of people perhaps in your family who are connected to this energy of change or transition. Maybe there is actual loss, okay, because I know a lot of people are going through that this year, and especially at this time, you know, going through those changes and loss and grieving, etc. And people are actually transitioning, and there's been so many of them, animals and people, obviously, even in my own life, that have left, have decided to exit in 2020. However, I really feel, because Anubis is so healing, he's so kind, like he gets such a bad rap, that maybe you should start talking or working with the Egyptian gods and goddesses yourself for extra strength and power. That it's amazing how quickly you start seeing results when you work with them. So a transitional phase for you, Aries. It's one that may be difficult at first, but holds a lot of healing and perspective for you as well. Oops. Okay, Anubis. All right, moving on to Leo. Okay, and you have the Temperance card with the energy of Mat, the Egyptian goddess of justice. So for Leo, okay, you're moving forward in balance. And as you can see here, the goddess Mate is looking, or Mat, or whatever you want to call it, is looking ahead into the future, okay? She has jars, and these are, you know, abundance jars, etc. She's balanced inside of herself. She's happy. She's focused. And her energy was also very much about justice. I mean, people would do things for her to uphold justice. And this is something that's very important to a lot of Leos especially, is you cannot stand it when a crook gets away with everything. It's like, you're a really good person, and you can't get away with anything, right? But someone who's cheating or someone who's doing the wrong thing, it tends to work out in your mind that they seem to get away with everything. But you have to uphold your own truth, because each person is measured with their own honesty and their own truth, right? So even if people are getting away with what they're getting away with, it's only for so long. The truth always prevails, and it may take a long, long time for that to happen, but it will happen. But here, stay in that temperance energy of everything being in moderation, everything being in balance, caring for yourself. Self-care, extremely important. Trusting in your vibration, trusting in your frequencies, trusting in the new energies, focusing on goodness, focusing on peace and love and support happening for you. And it seems to be a major event for you in December, major card here, and trust in it. Trust in it to support you. Very good, Leo. Sagittarius. So the energy of Sagittarius is the 8 of chalices, the 8 of cups. And this is a spiritual movement that you're happening that's happening to you because of situations that you've found yourself caught up in. So even though it seems to be something of a difficulty for you, finding yourself caught up in these different things, still there's this energy of a spiritual lesson learned, or something ticked off of your list, that you came in here to do. It's like something has really changed karmically as well. For some of you, this is a turning away energy. It's moving away from that which no longer serves you. From some of this is a forced moving away. You didn't want to have this happen, but it's happening anyway. And gratitude has been key here for you. So even through it all, there's been this sense of you're trying your best to remain positive and grateful for all that you have. However, there's been a misunderstanding, or there's been some kind of problem that has happened, and it's caused you to go within. You're not reacting in exactly the same way as you always have before. You're not allowing yourself to become entrenched with anxiety as much, even if you've felt it. You've found ways in which to get out of it, because that's really important, is that you're making these major goals happen for you because you're focusing in a different way, and instead of freaking out or going into fear and nervous anxiety, you're understanding it from another level. December, you need to keep that going, all right? Doors are shut, let them stay shut. That is because it's if something is no good for you, before it gets even worse, let it finish. Just let it naturally finish without blame to yourself. The month of December is, and this is for everyone, is all about us getting things together, tying up loose ends, getting our strength together for the next year to come, thank goodness. And we move into a different energy all over again, okay? So stay strong, Sagittarius. Moving on to Pisces. Excellent. The 8 of batons, or the 8 of wands. So for you, Pisces, very, very quickly, things are starting to happen. So the Pisces energy as well is very, very emotional. Obviously, any water sign is super emotional and sensitive. And some people have doubles and triples going on, and it's really, really difficult for them to remain in control, right? But the Pisces energy has been doing a lot of work. Or if you've been listening this year and you're a Pisces, you've been doing a lot of work, right? Within yourself, how you see things, how you go about things. It doesn't mean that you're not empathic. It doesn't mean that you don't care, but you're really starting to learn this energy of yourself first. And what that means for you for December is very quickly, because the 8 of Wands is a super quick energy. So very quickly, you start noticing things happening. You start noticing the changes occurring. You start noticing the abundance finally, moving into your life, etc. You start noticing your creative talents are increasing. Suddenly you've hit another level with what you can do. Now, some of you are still in the energy of feeling sad or feeling sorry for yourself because of events that have happened. And that can quickly turn into blame, right? So there's one thing to be sad because of a loss or whatever, but it's another thing to then go into feeling guilty or feeling to blame for everything, right? So, you can have an understanding of a situation, but don't say, well, okay, just to finish the argument, it's all my fault, so there's the end of that. Just trust in yourself and your ability to heal and change and grow. You've been doing the right things, and now you'll notice in December, those things that you've put in motion maybe a long time ago, finally people are getting in touch with you, getting back to you, getting back in connection with you, maybe after a really long time, and things start quickly developing for your own creative pursuits, which is going to make you super happy. Okay. Okay. So for Cancer, all right. So the energy of Judgment here. Okay. This is very similar to one of the other cards we had earlier on, but the energy of Judgment for Cancer is about good results. Okay, it's kind of like the Justice card. Like, this is a favorable outcome for you. It shows the places in which you judge yourself, but also that perhaps you're letting that go a little bit here. The place of judgment for the Egyptians is like obviously in the afterlife, etc. And so in the embalming process, etc., Anubis was actually responsible for the judgment of the person's heart. And that's all you have to remember within yourself. Where does your heart lie in any situation? Do you truly have a mean bone in your body and you're truly out there trying to hurt people? I doubt it. You're a Cancer. You're not out there trying to hurt people, right? A Cancer's got a temper. And if a Cancer turns on somebody, they just won't talk to you again. That's that. Okay, and I get that, but your actual intentions are always good. Remember, this is the measure of who you are. Where your intentions lie, that is the only judgment that you ever need to make on yourself or even on anybody else. Where does their heart lie? Do they mean well? Are they trying to do the right thing? Or are they just being a jerk? Like, are they purposely trying to upset you? This is the only measurement that you really need to hold. Because if you believe that people are going to see you in a certain way, unfortunately, you're actually judging that situation, and you don't want to be judged, but you're actually judging it first, right? So this kind of energy is around you. Make sure that you just trust your own integrity, where your heart lies, and use that when you're looking at yourself in situations. Did you really mean any harm years and years ago? I doubt it. Did you really mean to hurt anyone? No, you're a Cancer. You don't mean to hurt anybody, right? So have that same compassion for yourself, especially in December, and blessings are coming to you. Finally, we have the energy of Scorpio. Scorpio has the Two of Cups. Fantastic. So this again is partnership or deepening of relationship. It is the cups. It is emotional. There's something emotional that's occurring. Could be between family as well, and something or someone coming back together, or someone reconnecting with you, which gives you those feelings of love in your heart. For Scorpio, you've learned a lot of lessons about yourself this year as well, cutting yourself away from people who are draining your energy, and cutting yourself away from those people because you tended to want to be there, want to help, want to do something, and tuning in all the time. And all that did was wear you out completely. So you're learning these things. The month of December is about connection. Connections that you need to have with your, obviously, within yourself, but also connections that are deeper with other people. Now, you're going to have that special vision that Scorpio does of being able to see to the heart of people, right? But sometimes that can be wishy-washy because you want to see the best in somebody, right? But here in December, you're going to be able to figure out, who's who. And this is really important. It's taken you all year to do it, but also bring you into that confident energy of that taking place as well. So for Scorpio, look to the people who are bringing you true happiness in your life, and anyone else who's draining you or worrying you or upsetting you, let that all go now, because you need to be focusing on people who are on the same wavelength as you and are going to be able to travel through life with you. Some of you will find the right partner in December. That's what the Two of Cups is about. It's a kindred spirits. Some of you, that kindred spirit can just be friendships as well. All right. So everybody, the deeper readings, etc., look at my website, BDevineOnline.com. I'll put all the links below. I really hope you have a fantastic December. I have a huge schedule to put up on the community tab. So have a look at the schedule of events that will be happening. And I will be talking to you guys soon. So lots of love, many, many blessings. Happy December, and bye for now.